Hey, what's up, y'all? We're back with another one. Let's check this clip out.
Let me get to some sports items. That's my wheelhouse. I got a few things on my mind, actually. I didn't mention it in my cold open, but I'm going to mention it now, and that's Caitlin Clark herself of the WNBA. Let's get to the WNBA and this sensational rookie from the Indiana Fever who continues to be box office. Clark and the Fever currently lead the WNBA in average game attendance and per game TV viewership. But despite the attendance and viewership records, there seems to be some haterade in the league in regards to Clark starting with WNBA legend Cheryl Swoops herself. She recently spoke on her podcast, Queens of the Court, and didn't mention the rookie when speaking of Indiana's rise in the standings. Here's what Cheryl Swoops had to say. Look at this quote here. I think the Olympic break really helped Indiana. I'm going to shout out to Lexi Hull. I'm a big Lexi Hull fan. Lexi Hull shot the leather off the ball in their game against Seattle. Kelsey Mitchell is just stroking. She's just shooting the basketball. Aaliyah Boston, almost a triple-double. If Indiana continues to play the way they're playing like this, they too are going to move up in the standings, end quote. So no, Caitlin Clark. Cheryl Swoops. No, Caitlin Clark. Respectfully, Cheryl Swoops, you have any idea how that makes you look? You have any idea how that serves to stain any kind of critique of Caitlin Clark, because that gives fodder to those who believe she's being hated on and ostracized to some degree? Do you realize that, Cheryl Swoops, you're insane to do that? Let me tell you why you're insane to do that. Because Cheryl Swoops, you're one of the greatest players ever in the history of basketball. That's why. See, you won a championship in college at Texas Tech. You won 3 Olympic gold medals. You won 4 WNBA championships. You know basketball. You know basketball better than me. You know basketball than any of the pundits. You know basketball better than most of the men that play basketball. There is no way in hell you just accidentally left Caitlin Clark's name out of that soliloquy that you dropped about the Indiana Fever. Stop it. You know that. Stop it. And then y'all wonder what happened. See, remember when I was on the air on ESPN and I got into it with Monica McNutt? Stephen A., I'm talking to you, Stephen A., if you had promoted the WNBA more, if you had talked about it more, they would have played more games. Like I had the power to go up to ESPN and say, directors and producers and cameramans and everybody else flocked to the WNBA at the time when it wasn't nearly as popular as it was today. That's what Monica McNutt accused me of, but it's okay. It's just a disagreement. See, y'all act like there's some buzz and there's a problem. No, it's a debate show. She has her opinion. I have mine. I happen to believe she was wrong. I happen to believe I was right. And I happen to believe the facts have shown that I was right. How was the attendance for Team USA in the Olympics? What would it have been like if Caitlin Clark was playing on that team? Remember the first game? Look at this right here. National broadcast viewership. What are we talking about here? 1,000, what is that? 1.219? Is that the number? And the game afterwards got 485,000 views. So the Fever in their game against the Minnesota Lynx was 1.219 million. On Ion. On Ion! The follow game didn't even get half the ratings. Go ahead and look. Everywhere you turn, Indiana Fever is breaking records. All Cheryl Swoops did was validate all the speculation that there's folks hating on Caitlin Clark. That's all she did. Because to know basketball like Cheryl Swoops does, to be as accomplished as she is, to be the Hall of Famer that she is, all accolades that are well-deserved. And I'm certainly not attacking Cheryl Swoops the person because I think she's a wonderful person. She's certainly always been nothing but class and nice to me. I'm only addressing a point. How do you talk about the Indiana Fever and mention a multitude of players and now one of them is Caitlin Clark, who, by the way, as a rookie is leading the league in assists? How do you do that?
All right, y'all, so we're going to stop it right there. I want to thank y'all so much for tapping in with me. The clip of the show, y'all, I was Stephen A. Smith, and I want to give a big shout out to the Stephen A. Smith show. And he was speaking about the hottest topic right now, which is Caitlin Clark. And as you could tell from the clip of the show, y'all, Stephen A. Smith, he decided to criticize the former WNBA legend, Cheryl, for actually leaving out Caitlin Clark's name when it comes to her praising Indiana Fever's recent performances. And Stephen A. Smith, he expressed this belief that Swoops, a highly respected figure in basketball, will leave out such a significant player like Clark, especially given her impressive contributions as a rookie. As Stephen A. Smith, he argued that this is only fueling the perception that Clark is being unfairly targeted or ostracized by some in the basketball community. And I'm not gonna say that I'm a fan or that I support Caitlin Clark, but this is definitely true. Caitlin, she's a good player, and of course there's gonna be a lot of people hating on her, because if you got spotlight, you need good energy, and you also need bad energy in order to create a spotlight. She has a spotlight on her right now, so she needs to understand that there's going to be a lot of people hating on her. Now, I want to know what y'all think about this. So do you agree with Stephen A. Smith? Is he right? Let me know down below. And make sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I'll see you in the next videos.